Yo, 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 what is up, YouTube? Playing some Kumbhakarna today for you guys, and looks like we're against an Izanami Smurf account. Well, I mean, I guess it could just be a new player, right? But every single time I see an Izanami, my first thought is that they're like an alt account, right? Somebody's Smurf trying to like rank up and whatever. Anyways, the point is, we're playing some Kumbhakarna today. This guy got some pretty big buffs, I would say. He's actually very strong outside of Duel. Like in other game modes, he's very, very impactful right now, I would say. I'll go over some of the buffs. Wait, what do I want to build first? This. Do I want to start? I don't really need a beads versus an Iza, right? I mean, she does have a pretty long silence, actually. Maybe I should get beads, because that could be pretty good. But do I need it first? I think I'll just go med beads. Pretty standard Guardian stuff. The only exception to that being like Blink. Blink is very good on Guardians as well. And maybe I should get that this game. I don't know. We'll see. Whatever. I could just try to ult her ult, maybe. But I don't know. Either way, so some of the changes to Kumba. First of all, his Mez does damage now, which I'll be honest, whether you should max, like I'm going to max my 1 first, and I don't know if you should max the Mez second or not. I think it's matchup dependent, but obviously the 2 does more damage than the Mez. That goes without saying. Oh, also I have cleave autos now, by the way, like the first 2 autos. It's kind of like Nike, a little bit like Surtur as well, stuff like that. Where like your first 2 autos cleave and then the big one is just a big auto attack, right? So that helps us clear out a lot. Of course, boom, boom. Okay, no way. He definitely didn't respect me enough. I mean, to be fair, you could say, well, what could he have really done there? Because, like, he kind of just got caught out. But it's like, he has beads. He could have beads my root and then probably gotten away. We're going to mez this, because it actually does damage now. Only when you interrupt the mez, by the way. Like, that should be important to note. It only does damage when you interrupt the mez, like, early. If you let the mez go for the entire duration, which, by the way, late game, sometimes it's so DR'd that even at max rank, you don't even have time to really proc it unless you had like a scepter or a mystical mail or something of that nature. And mystical mail is a little bit awkward to build in Duel, but especially when you're a magical character, because it does magical damage and they're going to build magical defense, right? So makes it a little bit awkward. But yeah, what was I saying earlier? Oh yeah, some of the he got a lot of buffs, a lot of, well, not a lot, but a little bit of nerfs too. But overall he got like a really good upgrade throughout the patch. So some of the nerfs were his 2 is no longer a 2-second root, it's 1.5. However, it is now unaffected by DR. So in other modes where other people are hitting them with abilities, DR is, you know, diminishing returns. It's basically something that tries its best to prevent stun locking. If you get hit by 1 hard CC, like a stun, fear, silence, etc., then the next one within 15 seconds is going to have a shorter duration. Right? DR stacks up to 4 times. Blah, 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 blah. But just the point is if you're not a nerd and don't care about all that, the point is, if you get hit by CC, the next CC is shorter, right? And his 2 doesn't get shorter now. So it got nerfed, but it got buffed. It got nerfed in the sense of if you hit them at the very beginning of the fight and they're not affected by DR, it's going to be 0.5 seconds shorter, right? But generally speaking, it is a really good buff. Especially in multiplayer game modes, but even in Duel, Kumba DRs himself. Like his 2 can DR his own 2 because it's up before the DR stacks go away. You have a yawn, the 3, and even I'm pretty sure the ult should even do it as well because it's a hard CC. Though I've never checked that, but I would imagine it does. Regardless, we're gonna come over here, look for these Chester spawns. Nothing there. Okay, that's what I like to see, baby. They lowered the cooldown on his 1 by like 1 second. That's interesting, by the way. You can throw the Chesters. I never knew that until yesterday. Because this actually is not my first Kumbhakarna game, by the way. I have played 3 Kumbhakarna games on stream, all donated for, like people, you know, paid money for the request, right? I think I am going to level my 3. It's just, I don't know. Why not? More fun. It's cool to see the damage as well. Like here, I'll show you guys the damage. Another interesting thing we noticed on stream. Oh, whoops. Oh, wait, I think my scepter broke it. That's good. That's fine. Is the damage of the mez, which I don't know if it's intended or not. I want to say it's probably not intended, but the damage of the mez doesn't give you lifesteal, which is interesting. I don't think it's that big of a deal because, you know, This guy's rushing defense. This is definitely a Smurf account, or somebody's helped him, slash like he's watched like videos or something of that nature. This is not like a brand stinking new player who's uninformed, right? Picking Izanami going Griffin Wing. I don't think I'll kill him here. I'm looking to just get pressure. Kumbha's 2, by the way, because a lot of people don't know this because it is a little bit more of a recent change. It's not that recent, but admittedly, it kind of takes Smite players like 5 years to catch up on stuff. So, Kumbha's 2 is a cripple. So while he was crippled that whole time, undr'd cripple now, because, you know, what I was explaining before, he actually couldn't jump out there, so. But we were just looking to pressure him so we could, get the buff for free. Let's get this. And this is not necessarily a great matchup for Kumbha because, I mean, I would just argue any hunter, really. In fact, I banned like 5 hunters, I think. I would just argue that any hunter is not going to be great for Kumbha. But she especially because she breaks my passive. And she has a jump. Or she breaks my, like my sleepy time passive really fast and she has a jump. But, I mean, it could be worse, though, because she doesn't really have much CC. You know what I mean? Like, going against something like a Chiron that can cleanse himself, which I banned. Or like a CERN that has a ton of CC, can interrupt your one. Or just obviously the top hunters like on her, blah, 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 blah. Oler, you know, Hoyi. Those guys would be worse for sure. But any hunter is going to give Kumbha a little bit of an issue. But not so much that we can't win. Because the whole point of this video is to, you know, LOL, Kumbhakarna got buffed. And I'm playing him in Duel. I don't think I have a Kumbha video. I could be wrong. I don't know. I didn't check. But I don't remember recording a Kumbha video. But also, this character actually is pretty viable in Duel. Now, obviously, he's a Guardian, so he's not like a tippy-top pick. He's no, and even in the Guardian tab, he's no Kuzumbo. But, I mean, he does have 4 damaging abilities. Good control, good clear, good buff secure. I mean, for a Guardian, he's pretty dang good, man. And in those 3 games that I've played, like I was telling you guys, I played 3 games. I'm waiting for the Chesters to respawn. They should respawn shortly because I got them shortly after 3 minutes. They respawn every 3 minutes. So there they are. I might be giving her blue, but at the same time, should I even be invading her blue? Maybe I should actually. Alright, let's see. Play this wave. I'll finish my thought in just a moment after we bully this guy. He might ult for this. He is not. He still could ult over the wall. I'm actually kind of shocked that he doesn't do that. I do think I'm just going to go blink this game. I don't think this guy's playing it well enough, slash like knows. Like, I don't think the potential of him silencing me with his ult is that big of a deal. Oh. That was a good play on his part to go for that. Again, I do not think this is a new player at all. I'm not trying to like gas them up and pretend like they're super good. It's more of just like, I don't know, I played almost like 10,000 Duel games, guys. Like, just take my word for it. I know what a new player in Duel looks like, and this is not a new player. Not saying he's good, not saying he's bad. I'm saying he's not new, okay? This is definitely a Smurf. Or at least a well-educated person. Well, like, you know, they watch streams or YouTube videos or whatever. Or have a friend that's helping them out. Alright, 3 points into the ult here. I don't even know if I just finished my thought a moment ago or not, but looking to just try to juke as much as we can. Let's throw our minion at him. Oh, I mistimed that. Kumbhakarna main. LOL. Oh, but yeah, I just wanted to explain that, like, this isn't just a meme game. It is, because I'm playing a Guardian. Of course it's a meme game. But it's not so much of a meme game that it's like, this is not a Kepri video, okay? Even though I won my Kepri video. Or, well, I got 1 win, I guess. But, this is not a Kepri video, okay? This is the real deal right here. This is the real deal. Maybe we got our red pot a little bit too early. Oh yeah, I remember the point I was trying to make. I played 3 Kumbha games, like I told you guys, and I won all 3 of them, actually. And they weren't against great players, obviously. But I think 2 out of 3 of them were against Masters players. Obviously, like I said, they're not great players, but they were Masters / GM. I went against Juancho for one of them in his Masters board of Loki. And that guy's actually beat me before. Regrettably. It's sad. But we stomped him pretty hard. I think we died once or twice, but overall we stomped him pretty hard with the Kumba versus Loki on stream. My VODs are all published if you guys want to check those out. Although I do think I have them in sub-only mode, which maybe I'll change that soon. Not entirely sure about that, I don't know. Like, the main reason for that is because a lot of people would always just watch my streams and skip through just to see when I lose and see if I rage, and I'm like, well, if you want to just hate watch me, then you're gonna have to at least pay money for it, right? That was my thought process there, but I don't really rage as much anymore. As much. I obviously have my days, but not as much as it used to be. So our damage definitely dropped off despite getting the red pot. That's why I think getting the red pot that early was a little bit ambitious by me, because we're not really getting anything out of it, right? That was so unfortunate. But at the end of the day, it's 500 gold. 500 gold can actually make a really big difference, but most of the time I would say it doesn't, unless it's like a really, really, really competitive duel. I thought I just heard him jump over. I could look to pick up these red buffs, but it's kind of the same argument for my red pot. I don't really think I have much kill potential right at this moment. So, like, I'm just kind of vibing with my mana sustain and my cooldown reduction, because the cooldown helps me be aggressive, but it also helps me be defensive as well. Of course. Like, look, my meds did 144 there, which is nothing crazy, but it's good. Oh, and to finish off the buffs, by the way, which, dude, I'm so bad at, like, saying all these things in the correct order, because I know people have, like, short attention spans and click off before I get to my point. But, there's more buffs than that. Like, Kumba also got, or he got cooldown on his 1. He got a cooldown reduction on his ult as well. It went from 75 base cooldown to 70, I believe. So when you have full cooldown, which I do right now because I have a blue buff on top of my 30%, it's actually a 42-second cooldown, which actually outpaces the cooldown of Staff of Mirrodin and Erendite and stuff like that. Which is kind of crazy to think about, to be honest. Now, that's not to say you shouldn't buy Mirrodin. I still think Mirrodin's a really good Kumba item, because it should work on his ult just fine. It doesn't work on the initial damage, obviously, but the initial damage is not the main part of his ult, and also it works on the stuff after the ult, right? Like when they land and you want to combo them and stuff like that, right? So we do have a little bit of pen now with our Mirrodin. I'm trying to look to whittle this tower down a little bit, but it's kind of difficult because she has so much clear, right? This is one of those games where it's like I could just be winning the entire game really hard, and then I just lose late game to 1 kill. Like, yeah, that's definitely possible. I do have my ult, yep. Not too worried about this. I'm actually very happy with that engagement, even though it looked really bad, it looked really close. But you gotta remember, I have my passive, although, admittedly, that doesn't really matter that much, but considering she can just kill it so fast. But I had my passive, and I had my med. The med for cooldown, I used my ult to get out, used my dash to get out, etc. So I really was not too worried about that. In fact, I should probably get a proximity ward. The proximity ward would help me, like, escape in situations like that, but I'm trying to just whittle down the tower. The best thing she could do right now, I think, would be going for Bull Demon, which it appears like she's not going to, because I could go for Bull Demon right after I get this tower, although I don't think it's that crazy wrong for her to not go for it immediately, because, I mean, let's be real, I can pressure Bull Demon after this, but I can't pressure it, like, hard, you know, like I'm Kumba at the end of the day. I don't have Scepter anymore, which is actually good, because I can mess her for full duration. That's what I was talking about earlier. My Scepter's actually hurting me in some ways. Some ways it's good, some ways it's bad. It just depends, really, on the situation. And when I'm trying to get the tower, it's definitely bad for me. Don't tempt me, he says. The Izanami Smurf and Duel. I don't even know why she's running away there, to be honest, because, like, if I don't hit her with my 1, and I was more poked than she was, and I didn't hit her with my 1, so it's kind of just like, I don't know. I feel like she would have been fine to just stand her ground right there. I may have given up red buff there. If she stayed, I obviously gave up red buff, which sucks. But if she didn't, okay, she didn't. It's fine by me. So I really wanted this Typhons. Bopped her with that, which is great for me. I think we could have kill potential right now. I'm okay with her picking up that scepter. So I'm going to go ahead and get another red pot. Because we have red buff, red pot, 30% pen. I do think we can have kill potential now. Should we kill her? Oh, I don't know. Probably not. But can we kill her? Maybe. I want to make sure she's not on the bull demon real fast. Again, like, I'm actually just testing the waters to see how confident she is and whatnot. Stuff like that. Because I really do think she should just try to turn on me there. Especially if she had Fatalis, which she doesn't yet. But she's going to get it. Which I'm not looking forward to. I do not think this bull demon pull attempt right here is a good idea. I don't think it's necessarily great, but because the thing is like oh, bro, the proximity ward scared her off. No way. Holy crap. Okay, so she does have the Fatalis now. That is not good. I think we just have to try to burst her. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh. I'm getting Fatalis so hard right now. Dang. I just forced that fight a little too hard, to be honest. I shouldn't have walked into the silence. I also messed up my 1 at the very beginning of it. Honestly, if I'm being honest, I don't think I played any of that correctly, really. I mean, we blinked and hit her with my ult. I mean, I guess that's something, right? Like, that's gotta be worth something. But, yeah, that was pretty bad. A 1,000 damage from kin size is pretty crazy. But I'm more so looking at the 300 damage I took from the scepter, actually. 300 damage from scepter is insane. Okay, I'm losing my Phoenix. I mean, this is just average duel game, to be honest. You know, part of the reason why, by the way, why I said like Kumba struggles a little bit against hunters. Well, I mean, he's a guardian, right? Whatever. But it's more than just that. And also like hunters are just OP. Like they've always been really strong in duel. Everyone knows that. But it's also this. Fatalis. Granted, I misplayed, sure. Of course I did. But you guys notice how I was actually, I mean, technically I misplayed tons of times before that. And I didn't even come close to getting punished for it. But the moment, oh look, and he has Magi's. Yeah, it's definitely a Smurf account. But the moment I misplay when she has Fatalis, it's game over and I lose the game, right? Like, you see what I mean here? Yeah, okay, I was debating on whether I needed to ult there or not. Evidently we did not. I could go a mid guard, and that could help us out a bit, but I think I just need more damage to be able to burst her and whatnot. Dang, it sucks that I get this first game, man. Because I really do want to show you guys, because I hate when this stuff happens, like, oh, Kumba's actually viable in duel now, and then I just lose. Well, I mean, viable doesn't mean you win every game or matchup, obviously. But also, it's just like, it's just unlucky that I'm against a freaking hunter, man. Like, if I was against anything else, it's not that I guaranteed win or anything, but like, my chances of winning are just substantially higher if I'm against anything else. Like, so much higher. He's just backpedaling. No, I gotta be honest, high res. I still don't quite know exactly what we were thinking when we brought back Fatalis. Actually, that's not true. I know exactly what they were thinking. They're trying to do fun balancing, guys. They're doing fun balancing now. Which is cool. I actually like fun balancing. I just don't think Fatalis should be a part of that. Like, that's really super lame, in my opinion. I'm against a double defense. Yes, I'm counting Magi's as defense because, well, it has defense on it. And cooldown, which is, I mean, that could be considered a defensive stat. But also, you know, the passive on it as well, right? I'm against a double defense Fatalis as an Ami, man. Which I'm going to be playing multiple games. I'm going to be playing multiple games for you guys, so hopefully I can get a W. But it is just unfortunate. Let's get this. It is just unfortunate, man, that I get this first game. It's a little bit tilting, but at the same time, I mean, I am kind of used to this stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, it's definitely tilting, but at the same time, you're playing Kumbhakarna in Duel, and you're also playing in Fatalis meta, so of course you're going to go against a Fatalis hunter. I mean, that's to be expected. Like, I mean, there's just nothing I can do about that, right? I can't even get her Magi's appropriately. I mean, like, literally the only way I can potentially kill her here is if I just int into her. Oh my god, okay, we played that like super perfectly, but I don't want to get too excited about it because what do I get from that? You know what I mean? Like, my wave is cleared for the most part. Oh wait, actually I have a new wave. But like, I don't really gain much from that. Maybe there's a red buff to be picked up, but I already have blue anyways. Like, couldn't even be doing that, I don't think. Just really need to clear this wave. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, getting stuff like gold is obviously going to be really valuable for me. So I can buy more items and whatnot, but I can't like stay for that. I need to back, of course.
This will ward off the nightmares.
Oh, get that. Oh, actually, I think my proximity ward really helped there. I mean, okay, to be fair, I didn't actually need the proximity ward, but I could have. Like, the way I placed it was good. Like, placing it right there in that way was really good. I don't have med this time, though. Not good. And see, like, the way he's hugging this wall like this is definitely not a new Duel player by any means, by any stretch of the imagination. Definitely a Smurf account. Alright, my proximity ward was a little bit wasted there, but... Well, she's just gonna back immediately because her Magi's is down. Is that real life? She's only gonna fight with Magi's up. Oh my god. I mean, there's two ways to look at this, right? There's like, oh, this guy's such a loser tryhard. Like, why would you try this hard against the Kumba? But then there's the other perspective, right? Where it's like, to be fair, I wouldn't want to lose to a Kumbhakarna either, especially as like a top tier hunter. Or like one of the higher tier hunters. I wouldn't say she's like tippy top, but I wouldn't want to lose to a Kumba either, to be fair, so... I mean, I understand it to a certain degree, but... I want to like blink on her as my Phoenix is coming up, but... I mean, like, again, cool, we killed her, but... And we did not play that one perfectly, by the way. But cool, we killed her, but what are we really getting out of this? You know what I mean? Sucks. This is a big problem that Guardians, or just anyone with low clear in general, has in Duel. Which is, like, even if you do make it to late game and you start killing them, once you get into a position like this, it's pretty tough to do anything further than that, right? Especially since Fatalis exists, and especially since, what's it called? Especially since Magi's exist. I'll be honest, if she didn't have Magi's, this could be a lot more winnable, like a lot more winnable, but going for this red is dangerous because I'm not, you know, hiding in my base anymore, obviously, but also because, oh shoot. But also because she could just backdoor me. If I could get a 3k pot, that would be massive. I mean, honestly, getting this red buff is massive too, but it's just not so massive that I just win the fight, right? I need my blink to come up. Okay, we got our Magi's. WinCon, WinCon. Okay, hold up.
What's this for?
I'm gonna go get a defense pot. I really wanted an offensive pot, but I don't know. I don't know this for a fact, but I'm assuming it's true. I've heard that the 3k pin, you get pin. I mean, you get bonus power as well, but you get pinned from the 3k pot, and I've heard that that doesn't stat, like it doesn't overcap, and I already have full penetration, like I'm already 40%, right? So with that being said, wait, I just heard her dash. Where did she just go? What the heck? She backdooring me? What's happening? I don't know. I have my red buff for 22 seconds. Okay, she's in lane. Okay, her upgrading her Magi's is really big for her because that gives her movement speed and whatnot. I'm gonna need a good blink here, I think. It just sucks. It's hard to get a fire blink off because they can auto attack you, right? See, like I just tried to get it there, but okay, she beads. I'm just being PvE'd at this point. I mean, fair play on her part. I don't think I need to be as careful as I was just being. Dude, I think she's gonna backdoor me, but like, I really do need to play up a bit, I think. It's like, I can't, these fire minions are so tough for me to deal with, but she just sold her Magi's and rebought it. Which, by the way, just to be clear, I do know that this glyph, this Bancroft's glyph, actually interrupts my mez. I'm fully aware of that. I'm okay with it. I do think she's trying to bait the red buff right now. I think she wants me to go for the red buff. And then she's going to backdoor me. Yep. That's exactly what I thought. His name is Don't Tempt Me, ladies and gentlemen. Think about that.
What's this for?
Alright, he's going to get the red buff, which is criminal. I really should ward out here, but I'm just so afraid to not have a proximity ward on me, basically. Like, I think I need a proximity ward to win the fight. Or at least I potentially need the proximity ward, right? Alright, whatever. I'm just gonna place this down.
Just in case.
Wait. Dude, is fighting without my med really a good idea? But she rebought her Magi's again. Or maybe it's just up again, to be honest, but it's so hard, impossible to blink on her. Like, it's actually impossible. All she has to do is strap down her left click button, essentially. Yeah, I mean, this is just unplayable. I mean, I really did try. I tried my best. I mean, I feel like you guys can respect the effort. Yeah, spam laugh. It is what it is. I tried my best. I think you guys can respect the effort. Part of me doesn't even want to upload this, but I do think there is a lot of people. I truly do think, and I don't, it's not that I don't want to upload it because I lost, by the way. I mean, it's a Kumbha video. I expected to get a loss. Part of me doesn't want to upload it because it's kind of like boring POV, right? Like, there's nothing I can do. I'm just running away. GG, little bro. You did great, man. I mean, this is very obviously someone's alternate account that they're playing to snipe. I mean, it very well could be Gotcha Run for all I know, because I was smacking him up really hard the other day on stream, but I don't want to just assume that. Honestly, the only reason I'm saying it's Gotcha Run is because it's a dual player who's playing Izanami, and he likes Izanami. But the truth is, there's a whole bunch of dual players that play that character because she's very easy, very free MMR. And you can do really cringe like PvE strats and stuff. Really tried. I mean, that is true. He was trying. He wanted to backdoor Kumbhakarna. But what I was going to say is the main reason why I'm actually going to skip this queue, I think, so I can talk a bit. And so it doesn't seem like I'm waiting to get into the queue and not editing it out of the video, but also because I don't want to go against this guy again, right? In a perfect world. Actually, maybe I should sit in queue so that way if they... Good luck next game. Wait, actually, never mind. That doesn't even make sense, because I was going to say if they are like someone who's trying to snipe my recording on their main account and then they log on, whatever. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Who cares? Who cares? It's a duel game. I lost a duel game. Who cares? But part of the reason why I don't want to upload it is because it's like super boring POV, but at the same time, I know that there's a lot of players out there that enjoy watching these more intense games, trying to squeeze out a win when it's dang near impossible, right? Even if I don't win. A lot of people like to watch that because it's just entertaining to them, or a lot of people like to watch it because they find themselves in this position. Either they're playing low tier picks and they're trying their best to beat these kind of strats as well, and they're trying to learn how to do it. Even though I couldn't do it, I think I had a very impressive standing. I really do. 29 minutes against a backdooring Izanami with double defense and hastened. I mean, I think I put up a real... Definitely didn't, you know, play perfect. I didn't have a lot of good fire blinks. Admittedly, I really didn't. It's hard, man. It's hard to get a good fire blink off. There's an argument for Midgard, by the way. I would say that I could have went Midgard into the Fatalis. I just don't know where I would get it, you know? Like, I would have to sell Breastplate for it, and then sell, like, my Doom Orb for Chronos Pendant, or I could sell my Doom Orb and go double defense, but then I think I don't have enough damage. I don't know, but then I take more damage from the Kins because I have more HP. Like, I don't think Midgard is a perfect solution, although it could have been a decent solution. It could have been... Just because it's not a perfect solution doesn't mean it's not something that I shouldn't have went, right? Or something that I should have went, whatever, however I wanted to word that. But yeah, regardless, I think a lot of people either pick low tier picks, or they like to see the more intense games, even if it's hard for me to win, or they pick low tier picks and they find themselves in this position and they want to, you know, there's some stuff they could have learned from what I did, despite the fact that I was unsuccessful. I do think I had a really good standing. Or maybe people don't pick low tier picks, they pick high tier picks, but they still find themselves in this position all the time anyways. And there is a lot to learn about being aware with backdooring, using proximity wards to your to the best value, and all kinds of stuff like that. Knowing when to go in, when to chase, when not to. I think you guys know that last fight I tried to force was, I mean, I shouldn't have done that. But the main reason why I was trying to force it is because I'm afraid that eventually, he's going to just PvE my Titan. All he has to do is jump in, start backpedaling with Fatalis. Like, I'll be honest, that game should have ended a long time ago, because all he has to do is jump in, backpedal with Fatalis, and his double defense. Like, he cleanses one thing with Magi's, and then immediately after he presses beads, and he'll kill my Titan. He could have also sold one of these items like Kins and just got an oboe and ended the game so easily. Like, to be honest, that's why I think like this guy wasn't a very good player. He's an experienced player, knows what he's doing to a certain degree, but not super confident. That's why I think it's someone that knows who I am and really wants to beat me, because the truth is he could have ended that game so long ago, but he was just afraid for no good reason. One other thing I want to mention, because I know there's a lot of Polynomicon fans out there, especially for Guardians. I don't think Polynomicon would have helped me. I really, truly believe that. I don't think Poly would have been better than Rod or anything like that. Trying to weave auto attacks in between abilities would have just got me in more trouble and wouldn't have even done that much more damage. It would have helped with the objectives, but I never got to the objectives to begin with, so what's it matter, right? End of the day, we're against a Hunter. I'm done monologuing. It was a decent game. Not a great game, though. I'm going to queue up again. Hopefully we can go up against a melee character, or at least a mage. A melee character or a mage, man. I mean, I guess going against a really bad Hunter player would be just fine, too, but it's really not hard to go double defense, Fatalis Hunters, and backpedal. Like, it's really not, I mean, at the end of the day. So it doesn't really matter how bad you are. Like, I would argue this guy was, I don't want to say terrible, but not good. He wasn't good at all, but, you know, we still lost. It is what it is. Appreciate you guys watching. I'll skip you guys into the next game. It'll just be one more game, regardless of how it goes. Short game, long game, competitive game, easy game, win, loss, whatever. One more game. And again, really quickly, I just want to show you guys that I have played Kumbhakarna. I played this guy. That was a slash game. I played him 4 times in Duel. That was my first loss. We were against a Nut, pretty easy game, Wukong, and a Loki, and we ended up pulling out the dub in all those. But of course, my first game of the day recording, I go against a Smurf account, double defense, Izanami trying to backdoor me. It is what it is, right? On to the next game. Thank you so much for watching. Alright guys, we're off into the second game. We switched up our skin. I found out the real reason we lost. It's because we were using Sleepy Boy Kimbo, and the Kumbhakarna Yeti is the only one that actually wins. By the way, dude, am I the only one that gets so confused spelling this character's name? Like, I typed it out, like, when I was saving the video file, I typed it out, like, 3 times, not thinking it was right when it was right, but it just doesn't look right. Like, Kumbhakarna. Anyways, what was I saying? What was I doing? You might be able to tell already that I'm a little bit happier right now. I'm a little bit happier. Why am I happier? Dude, I think we just go Blink Beads, like Med. Like, I didn't really have an opportunity. Like, maybe I just shouldn't have went Blink. Okay, I have a couple things to say about last game, but nothing too crazy. I was gonna say maybe I should have just went Horrific or something of that nature over Blink or over. You know what I could have done, actually? Screw thinking about this game. I could have went Sprout, like the I just didn't expect him to go Magi's. I don't expect anyone to go Magi's, because it's like, you gotta, like, be in the know, you know? But apparently a lot more people are in the know, you know, these days than I expect, and he knows. But I could have went Entangling Sprout, like the one that roots people. This guy might invade as new wall, that'd be pretty funny. I could have went that, because that gets Magi's, and that would also make me slow immune for her 2. So I mean, that could have been a pretty good play to win that game. Like I said, I definitely didn't play it 100% correctly, especially considering I didn't expect her to go Magi's, man. But yeah, so I didn't play perfectly. The only thing I can say though is, even if I did play perfectly, she should be able to win that. But based on the fact that she wasn't really that great, admittedly, probably could have got that win. That's on me. Definitely a winnable game, I think, based on the circumstances. Oh my god. Dude, Kumba's early game, I don't know if it's like actually good or people just don't respect it. I don't know. But either way, I'd be getting kills with Kumba early game all the time. We even killed that Izanami early game as well. I put an extra point to my 1 here for extra clear, because as you can see, I'm literally dying to this buff. Okay, we gotta get out of here. Gotta go, dog. Even if she hits 5, I'll just die in my passive or use my med. Not a big issue. But yeah, anyways, last game I could have went Sprint, I could have went Horrific, I could have went literally anything. Thorns would have been better than the Blink, I think. I think I got a couple decent Blink plays, but for the most part, it's pretty underwhelming, right? But everything's easier said than done. I mean, everything's like easier in hindsight. Everything's clear in hindsight, right? It is what it is. We move on to the next. I played bad. But I didn't play terrible. Played bad, but not terrible. I'm a lot more excited about this matchup. I don't think I can throw her minions with my 1, which kind of sucks. And Nuwa is pretty annoying with the stuns, and also, like, it's going to be a little bit hard. If I can't use my 1 on all the minions, it's going to be a little bit hard to kill them. So this matchup has its own annoyances, but overall, I'm just happy I'm not against a hunter, man. Like, I don't really care. Like, unless it's like a purple defense Erlang Shen, you know, with his 35% mitigation ult, or like a Osiris. Even a Herc would be fine. Like, as long as it's not a literal unkillable massive beast, I'm okay with pretty much anything that's not a hunter. Like, again, it's not to say that like I'm gonna win every game that's not a hunter. It's just my chances increase significantly. Another thing I wanted to mention that I did mention in the first game is I like to start this Cursed Orb. I think it's really efficient stats, and I really like to do more of these days. I didn't for a while. I came around to it recently. I think it's just a really good start, especially because you don't waste any money on potions, although that can make you lose the initial buffs, but, you know, whatever. Alright. Oh. Little auto attack. Okay, I'll be honest, I didn't expect that to kill him. I thought I would have to auto attack him one time after. Like, I would have to one into him and then... But no, it just murdered him. He just died. He died like a fool. What the heck? That's some real Nuaz strats right there. But like in Duel. That's usually what Nuaz do. In other game modes, it's just ult off cooldown. He kind of just like that's his escape. He kind of like needs that, you know? Is he like coming to invade me or something? Where's he at? Oh, he's on his blue, I guess. Alrighty then. Rushing defense second. That's a little bit more normal for That's a little bit more normal though for mages than it is hunters. I was a little bit surprised that Hunter was building Genjis like so soon after, right? Usually they go Aussie second or something of that nature. Which, by the way, I don't think Aussie second is the play anymore. Just to be clear. Spoiler alert. It's not a spoiler, because I'm not going to tell you guys what it is, but just expect a video soon on some potential new builds. Oh, no, I can't throw the minions. That sucks. Butt cheeks. Well, she has no ult. If she roots me with her passive, I think I'll ult it. Okay, we don't talk about that. In fact, as far as I'm concerned, that didn't even happen. Now, this is either a really good idea or a really bad idea. Alright, it was a really good idea. Good job. Good job, guys. Oh, right then. Bro, I'm so like, I want to play aggro because I'm against a mage. I'm excited. I'm against a freaking character who's not a hunter with Fatalis and double defense. Woo! But also because I'm just so depressed from last game. Not because I lost, but because I had to play so cowardly for so long. I couldn't like do what I wanted to do. So let's just say I'm willing to make a little bit, just a little bit of more aggressive plays right now because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of being strapped down. I'm tired of being a little wuss. I'm a big, tough man, ready to beat some people up. Speaking of which, I'm a big, tough man who's winning against 2 women so far. Izanami and Nua, huh? I'm a big, tough man that can only beat girls, but I actually can't beat girls because I lost to the first girl, but I'm sure I'll beat this one. So that's a 50% ratio against women. That's... What does that mean? Never mind. We suck. It's over. Because it's like, either way you look at it, we suck. Because it's like, on one perspective, like, you got the whole, like, you know, why am I losing to little girls? You know, the manly tease thing. You're supposed to beat the ladies of video games, you know? Whether that's true or not doesn't matter. That's the stereotype, right? Or then there's the other one, which is like, why are you trying to beat up girls in video games anyways, bro? Jerk. You know what I mean? It's just a lose-lose situation. I just want to double check this. Yeah, I'm just making sure I can't throw those. I wasn't sure I hit them the first time. Pretty sure, but not 100% sure. But either way, this is just a lose-lose situation. I'm just a Yeti boy getting beat up by girls. He was a Yeti boy. She was a volleyball girl or whatever she was. I don't even know what she is. What is that, beach ball? Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Gotta go. Being able to mez the minions has gotta be pretty strong for me, right? Although I can't really do it for full duration while I, you know, have the scepter. But whatever. I want to like try to make a play and kill her here, but the truth is she does have her beads, so if she beads my ult, then I just lose, right? That's just how that goes. Alright, well her minions should be down for at least a second or two here, right? Okay, okay, okay. She has beads when she lands. Oh! Me trying to go for that auto attack cancel made her minions block it, but she also didn't really get a good stun, like as far as how much damage it did. Like I don't think she like missed something of it. I don't know. She either didn't blow up the minion. I wasn't even paying attention. She either didn't blow up the minions, or she didn't hit me with the actual shining metal, or I don't know. Something went wrong there. Something devious. Again, I don't know if I should be maxing my 2 or my 3 or not, but whatever. I mean, the 3 has a way longer cooldown, right? Like, it's not even just about damage. Like, the 2 does more damage, but it also has a much longer cooldown, or a much shorter cooldown than the 3. So, the 2 really is so much more damage than the 3. I think the 3 just helps you get to late game. That's what, like, Raydale was telling me about in my stream the other day. He said he likes to max the 3 before they even buffed it because it helps you get to late game. He's a big Guardian player. Because it allows you to like get away and stall really well, so you can make it to the late game where you can actually win as a Guardian. You know, unless you're against a Magi's or something. Which is good. I have 3,500 gold. I really need to back. Sneak attack. Screw you, minions. Alright, she's gonna miss these minions under tower, which, I mean, that's something. I'll take it. Dude, we just let me go. Let it go. Let it go. Can't hold me back anymore. No, stop. Die. Oh my god. Dude, she's gonna use the minions to tank the tower. And oh my god, whatever. Oh, there's Raydale right there. Wait, did he message me before or after I was talking about him? I actually don't know. Dude, she ulted to stop my back. Obviously, I wasn't backing, but she didn't know that, right? Streaming today? Yes. After video. I'm assuming he wants to snipe me. I've been getting sniped a lot recently. I go through phases. Snipe meaning they like intentionally queue into my game. I go through phases where like sometimes I feel like I never get sniped by literally anyone ever, no matter what. Like for like weeks at a time, and then other times my stream is just nothing but being sniped all day. Like 85–90% snipes. It just depends on what month you get me, I guess. As a viewer, I suppose. What is that? No! Oh, you monster. You monster. Oh no. What kind of a criminal mastermind does that? Because those minions proc it, don't they? Oh no. I'll be honest, I was kind of hoping. No, I don't want to say I was really thinking it, but I was hoping that her beads were still down. That or I would just be faster on the rip with my ult, but I would rather her beads my ult than me blink and just do it so fast that I miss, to be honest, and then her not beads. I could blink so fast and miss, and then she beads it as well. That very well could happen, but... So it's going to be a double defense gem of... This is what Duel is now, by the way, in case anyone was wondering. This is why people really think it's unfun to play and whatnot. It's because it's way less about... I mean, it's been this way for a long time. I don't want to pretend like it's not, but it's much less about skill and much more about cheese. It's literally just like, how can I be the biggest rat possible? That's pretty much what Duel is in a nutshell. Oh no, I can't even hit it. Oh my god, I guess I could have tried the Mez auto. That would have been my best option there. Oh my god, double defense noob. I don't even know why she ulted that. Dude, the minions, oh my god, never mind, give me back the Izanami. Just kidding, obviously. I would still rather go against this, because I think this is more annoying than the Izanami, but it's more winnable. And I'll take the more winnable game all day of the week. Every day of the week, brother. No, I can't move. Inting for the tower. Ugh. Go, go, Power Rangers. Also, by the way, there were multiple times in that last game. I don't mean to be that guy, but you know what? I'm gonna get Polly this time. I should have upgraded my mid. I don't want to be that guy, but there were multiple times last game where, because like I was arguing whether I should have sold Doom Orb or not. There were multiple times that game where actually like she was just barely out of range of fatalising me and like just barely not catching up to me. You know what I mean? And I 100% think that was Doom Orb, even if I didn't have the stacks, even before it was upgraded. 2% movement speed and her being a centimeter away from hitting me. Yeah. I'm gonna say that was all Doom Orb, baby. Doom Orb value. Movement speed is king. Remember that. Oh my god, a full pestilence, bro. A full friggin' pestilence. She just used like every single ability she has right there. I mean, you guys can see I'm still killing her, even through her double defense. Like, my point being is Kumba does some damage and he's a viable character. It's just, who would have thought double defense? Who would have thought double defense Fatalis hunters are still on top? They're still top of the food chain, baby. Who would have guessed? Who saw that coming? Not to say that game wasn't as winnable though. I think if he was a better player, that game's unwinnable. Straight up, unwinnable. If he's a good player, unwinnable. But given the fact that he was not the best player I've ever seen, I think that game is winnable. My relic choice was a bit bad. Maybe my build was a bit bad. Definitely a winnable game. It's my fault. Bro, I used to love playing Kumbhakarna, and yes, I know this is evil. I was that guy. I used to love playing Kumbhakarna in Arena and maxing the 3 and then just spam laughing every 2 seconds. Oh, that was fun. With this skin. Yeah, I mean, he's just throwing it. Oh, I should have ulted that. Oopsies. He's just throwing at this point. One really good play I have in this matchup is that I can, I don't even know if I did it. I think I did it, just not like immediately, right? But I can ult her the second she puts out her minions, which will, you know, cleanse the gem of Iso slow for a second. It will stop her from stunning me, potentially even immuning the stun if she gets her 3 off immediately. And it also throw her up in the air, and she'll land, and the landing damage from my ult might actually be enough to kill her minions, right? GG. Right. All right. So anyways, we're going to tab out of that chat because, you know, YouTube, LOL. Anyways, that guy is a little bit crazy. We're going to go ahead and report him for, oh dude, I love doing this. I want to do intentional feeding so bad because it's like so BM because he was feeding, right, or whatever. But other false reporting after duel games. I almost never report people. In fact, I actually can't remember the last time I reported someone. It's been years. I don't even report speed hackers. I don't report people who say slurs. I don't care. I just don't care. The only thing I report for is because it affects me on a daily basis and it happens all of the time. I probably have like 3,000 plus reports on my account. The only thing I report people for is false reporting and duel, because in case you're wondering, that actually is a bannable offense. I don't know how many it takes and how long it takes them to prove it and blah, 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 blah. But false reporting people is actually a bannable offense. It's just one of those things that it just depends on how long it takes them to get around to it or how much they actually care. So yeah, I'm going to report that guy for being annoying and false reporting after duel games. But regardless, really quickly, I just want to say again, I think I could have just went 2 entirely different routes. Maybe it was horrific sprint for the Magi's because again, the Sprute breaks the Magi's. Could have been good. Maybe I slide a Midgard somewhere in my build here, you know, maybe I slide a Poly, although I don't think that's the play, but it might have been, you know, I'm not like an expert here on the Guardian games. Overall, though, I think this was just an unwinnable game if he played correctly, but he didn't, and so therefore it was winnable. And yeah, that was my fault. It is what it is, though. As far as this game, this dude very clearly just wanted to be as cringe as possible, and then it didn't work, so he then reported me after the game and cried like a little baby. It is what it is. I hope you guys did enjoy watching the video. I have some more banger ideas from the patch in the next video. Really quickly, I just want to restate, again, Kumbhakarna got tons of buffs, guys, tons of buffs. In fact, you know what, maybe I'll just show it to you guys. Smite patch notes, just really quickly at the end of the video, why not? Just so you guys are informed on all things Smite and whatnot, because he really did get a bunch of buffs. It's just some of them aren't that important. Sorry if you can hear me scrolling. I'm scrolling profusely. But some of these buffs just weren't really that crazy important, you know what I mean? Like, but I just, you know, whatever, for the sake of the video, the point is I'm trying to show, and don't make fun of me, I use Mozilla Firefox. It's easier on your computer while you're streaming than Chrome is. But yeah, increased physical protections, right? 2 basic attacks when cleaved, that one's actually a pretty big deal. Increased revival health, and when you're dead, which you might have noticed that little 1 icon after I died, when you're dead and your passive, or not when you're dead, after your passive is on cooldown, you get HP 5 until it's back up, right? And then this decreased mana cost, who cares, decreased cooldown on his 1. Again, no longer DR'd on his 2, and increases the duration from, or decreases the duration. But overall, I would say, like, since it's a decrease, right? But I would say in the grand scope of things, gosh, Kumbhakarna's root is going to be rooting for a much longer duration in almost every case, right? Even in Duel, where it's just you, right? And then this thing does a lot more damage. They actually decrease the duration by a short amount. They decrease the slow, at least in the beginning. They decrease the attack speed slow, even on the top end, you know, 50 to 40. And they decrease the mana cost, and then they lowered the cooldown on this, right? So as you can see, there's some nerfs, like there's some numerical nerfs here and here, but overall, pretty big buffs. Makes Kumba so much better in all game modes. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets some nerfs in the future for other game modes. Obviously, this is not the most amazing thing for Duel, but it does make him more viable, even though he was already a little bit viable before, especially this one. You'd be surprised how far this buff goes, to be honest. Like, it's actually really good. Like, it's a really good buff, despite the fact that he does have good clear. But sometimes you just want to throw a minion at somebody, and then you want to AoE the minions down or whatever. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy watching the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.